Warning, there may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, this is weird, guys. Alex's show is on a Sunday and not a Friday.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Yeah, well, because my schedule was thrown off because we didn't shoot on Monday. We shot on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So yeah. So well, it's Zoom. Everybody knows the deal. EJ's
also
here.
strange, me with an unblurred background, but I told Mike that I'm home alone right now, so I'm keeping my door open so the dogs can wander, and I figure if they wander in, the views might spike a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it's good content.
It's good content.
Everyone loves dogs.
Yeah, honestly.
What I'm saying.
So I'm gonna start off this with wrestling. Actually, weird, right?
Starting off. Oh my god.
Actually, here, I'll get to The Rock in a second. EJ, I'm going to ask you this, what we talked about last week, what I talked with Alex about last week. That ring gate from Australia pissed me off.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Who cares about the ring size? And then I saw a comment saying, well, if Tony would have shipped a ring over, maybe Buddy Matthews wouldn't have gotten hurt. It's still wrestling. Injuries still happen.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
AEW had a phenomenal show. Who cares about the ring?
It doesn't matter because the Eagles won this year anyway. But like, it's like when before the Super Bowl, everyone was like, "Oh, I guess the Eagles have a chance now because they're not playing on whatever field they played on the first time." As if it wasn't a 3-point football game. What?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
So EJ, what did you? It was literally just internet stuff. I don't know why I put too much into it. What did you think about it? It didn't take anything away from the show.
No, it's one of those things where if you didn't point it out to me, I'm probably not going to sit there and nitpick it and notice that, So the fact that people are bringing it up, like, what's the point? It was still a great show. You hit the nail on the head.
But we know any form of sports media and fans will find a way to complain about anything they possibly can. So
it's so annoying. I hate it.
So I have SmackDown on right now. EJ, since when was Trish Stratus back?
I mean, she's always in and out. Whether it's Rumble or Mania season, she kind of just pops her head in every now and then. She's on that Legends deal.
I thought she was.
She looks awesome. Like what? She's still the draw.
I thought she retired after the Becky feud.
Everyone thought that. Everyone thinks that. And then they make another appearance, and it's like, oh, great.
Speaking of sports media and fans, I do want to mention this very quick, just because I do think it's very funny. And I saw someone tweet about it, and I didn't think about it this way, but I absolutely think it's true. Everyone was expecting, well, obviously, Chiefs fans wanted a three-peat. And a lot of people outside of Chiefs Kingdom wanted to see the first three-peat in NFL history, myself included, personally.
Same here.
I don't know the next time we'll have this good of an opportunity to see the first three-peat in Super Bowl history. So
some would argue, and I hate this, and I hate it escaping my mouth.
Oh.
Some would argue that the Eagles.
I was gonna say
that opportunity.
Maybe this is one of the first of three
is under contract.
And you know what? They're a really damn good football team. So I look at their staff and I don't think Vic Fangio really cares to head coach another football team.
Nope.
So, but anyway, that's besides the whole point. Yeah. Someone tweeted, and I thought it was really funny because it's true, and it just makes me laugh at sports media a bunch again. I'm always laughing at sports media, but even more now. But a Chiefs fan tweeted and said, are like other NFL fans really expecting us to be like really upset that we just lost the Super Bowl? Like we've won like the past two of the past three and like 3 or 4 of the past 6. Like I'm sorry, I'm just really not that upset about it. Like I would still take this over any other fan base right now. So I'm sorry, other NFL, like, I'm sorry to the fans of the other 31 NFL teams, but I'm really not that upset about it. Like,
I mean, it's similar to the way they feel like after he lost his first Super Bowl against Brady.
yeah,
I mean,
like,
it wasn't like that was his first time at the dance. They had already got their first championship.
yeah, like they
So
won
it
a
was
ring
like,
the
oh,
year before.
we've already, and he won the MVP. And so it was like, okay, we lost. That kind of stinks, but like we just won our first one for the franchise in decades. Like this kind of stinks, but we're not going to sit there and cry too much. Yeah,
Oh no, we won our first Super Bowl in 60 years and couldn't go back to back. We're so mad about it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Same thing was like, oh, we could have three-peated, but we'll just have to take back to back
yeah,
and a loss in the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
not to downplay that it does stink, but
we just have to accept the fact that we have never gotten short of the conference championship game in Patrick Mahomes' entire career. You're telling me we haven't been in the Super Bowl or won it in the past 7 years in a row? Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. But yeah, so okay. Moving on. Last week, The Rock showed up, cut a promo, announced WrestleMania 26 or 26. WrestleMania crap, what number are they on? What number was that for? 40, 42, 43?
I think it's 42.
42. You sure?
Well, 42 is this coming year, right?
41. Anyway, New Orleans, Louisiana. That's when it is. No, it is 2026, I believe. So then he cuts that, and then he calls Cody out. And I can't remember what was. I get the gist of the promo, but he was literally talking like a bunch of nonsense, and he's like, Cody, I want your soul. From the looks of it, it seems like there's going to be a corporate champion soon. And I don't know if it's going to be Cody or Punk, but like, I like EJ, what was that? Like where I'm trying to go with this.
To be quite honest with you, and it pseudo made sense for the event of the night. I haven't understood any of what The Rock has done since the first Raw on Fox or on Netflix. When he came out and was like, "Oh, I'm going to give props to Cody Rhodes, but also like the nod to the like, are you keeping it real? Are you going in kayfabe? Do you hate this guy? Are you giving him his respect? Like what's?"
Yeah.
And he's been kind of going back and forth on this, and there's no discernible direction for what the final boss's character is right now.
Well,
like we know that The Rock makes money for the company, but what is he doing for a character?
Yeah, but it's like, well, here's the thing though. It's like you canceled the Cody match, and that was crystal clear. That's what that was true when you watched the Netflix promo, and it's like,
yeah.
Okay, whatever, that's fine. But then you tease this, and I'm pretty sure Cody's not gonna turn heel. He might, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So then it's like, what are you gonna do? Now, I saw this. I saw this on Twitter, and I hate to say it. A certain podcaster from New York that nobody on Twitter likes, but I did see a tweet from him recently, and I'm not gonna lie. If they do this, I wouldn't mind it. Punk is the one to turn heel and be The Rock's champion. I wouldn't mind that. Because here's the thing. Everybody talks about how Punk's already a hypocrite and whatever. So why don't you play into it?
I also
have him
that.
Well, here's the thing. Not just that though. Do you remember, EJ, the promo he said, the last promo before Money in the Bank 2011, what Punk said to Cena? He said Cena has become what he hates. So Punk will become what he hates. And that's the corporate champion.
I like that, and I especially like it because even going back to his AEW run, ever since he has returned to wrestling, he has made it abundantly clear he's doing it to make money. He has said it in promos, in character. He has said it off camera. I'm not saying that he doesn't respect or love the sport or the art form that it is anymore. Nothing. I'm not. That's not his main motivation. He said it to John Moxley. You can be the heart and soul. I'll be the dollars and cents. And it's a perfect justification and perfect, you know, set pieces that you can point back to and say it's always been there. This was just the right time for him to cash in and be the champion again.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect heel turn motivation where he's like,
And
this is what is making me and the company the most money. So that's why I did it. F off if you have any, objections to how I do it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. I think Punk is, don't get me wrong, CM Punk is CM Punk. But I think he does his best work when he's a bad guy.
Absolutely.
And also, I would say before he got hurt the first time in AEW, that was the only time his babyface runs since being back felt like he should, like, oh yeah, I want to cheer this guy. Ever since, after that though, sometimes I see what he does and says on TV, and I'm like, I don't want to cheer this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to cheer this guy. And maybe you could say, oh, because he's an anti-hero. Okay. But I don't want to cheer him. I don't want to cheer him. So there's that. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be interesting. Mania season. It's ramping up. I'm excited. I will say that.
And I'm not gonna lie. It worked in AEW for some reason, but I'm not gonna lie. The logos in the ring, the color of the canvas for SmackDown, it's not it.
I didn't say it anywhere, but I could have seen this coming as soon as they did that merger with the UFC. It just makes more money.
Yeah. No, here's the thing though. When Triple H did the black canvas in NXT, I was fine with that. The black canvas was fine. So that's that. Time to bring Alex back into the show so we can change the subject.
So I've got some very important shout outs to make.
Oh boy.
Oh shoot, wait, my camera stopped working. Hold up.
I thought you purposefully did that.
Oh no, I did not do that on purpose.
He's putting his pants on.
Oh, it just turned off. I don't know why. There we go.
We gotta talk about some hacky.
Okay, so before we do that, I want to give some very special shout outs because as far as I know, we now have the official new landing spots for the entire Edinburgh football coaching staff that I worked for the past year. So I want to give some very special shout outs to all of our coaches that I worked with, that I loved every single second and enjoyed working with every single one of them. First of all, Coach Pacheco down at Lamar University down in Texas. Shout out to him, new assistant D-line coach at Lamar. Coach Fern, one of my favorite guys ever, spent so much time with him every day. Loved him. The new recruiting coordinator and running backs coach for Northern Michigan University. Coach Pat, obviously, the run game and recruiting coordinator, as well as a defensive line coach at Cal U. Huge, big time. Coach White, our OC, after one season, quick turnaround. Now the quarterback's coach and OC at Westminster. Coach Weave getting added as the DB's coach at Albany. And Coach Plug, the head coach for Kiski High School, man. Shout to him.
Really?
Posted up with Coach Nolf, who's the OD the AD at Kiski.
Wow, I didn't think...
Two of them get to stay together. They work so well together. I'm not surprised. Coach Plug's a great coach. I'm sure Coach Nolf is thrilled to have him as a coach in his athletic administration. So shout out to all of my coaches, man. I loved all of you. I don't know how many of you even watch these episodes, especially the Zoom ones. But if any of y'all are watching, seriously, best of luck at your new jobs. I'm so excited for all of you, and you guys made my experience at the Borough worth it every second.
There we go. Also, good luck to everybody on the Edinburgh track and field team as the squad is set for the PSAC championships on Saturday and Sunday. Berna and Kate gonna bring some bring some. Oh God, there's a bug on my computer. Get some dubs on the PSAC championships, but yeah. So hockey time. By the way, actually, let's stay on the Edinburgh thing for a second. Hold on, let's stay with the Edinburgh thing for a second because I do want to mention the basketball team, and I do want to mention this funny moment that happened a couple games ago. Okay. By the way, if anybody's interested, you can go back and watch the RMU Edinburgh game on the RMU website.
I did it recently.
You can also rewatch the homecoming game from last year too. So
I've done that multiple times.
So there's that. But okay, so recently it was against Seton Hill. It's during warm-ups. Somebody from Seton Hill dunks the ball and the rim breaks before the game.
Are you for real?
Yes, and I'm looking around at everybody, and I can't remember who I looked to, and I think it might have been Elo, and I was like, I've never seen this happen before.
The rim broke, not like the backboard. The rim.
The rim broke.
That's so weird.
So it took a half hour to fix. Luckily, Nico helped out Jaden, and I forget who else was helping. So shout out Merv for coming in with a save.
God, you gotta love that student staffing, man.
Dude, swear. But yeah, so right now, since I had Laddie on the show, the team is, and at least the guys. I'll look at the women's section in a second. 15 and 11. They just lost to Slippery Rock by 2, 83-81. Slip did get a game winner, and also that Seton Hill game they could get this. They won by 1.
Yeah.
There's some close games here because they beat IUP by 2. They crushed Pitt. They crushed Pitt Johnstown 97-75.
Let's go.
On the 31st, on the 31st, we beat Clarion 94-93, and then beat Slip.
Jesus, we should not be playing that close with Clarion. Okay.
Dude, we did lose to Gannon 100.
Yeah, kids, man.
And then on the 8th, we beat Pitt Johnstown 72-70. There's some close games here. There were some close games here, and they close out on March 1st at Cal.
Tomorrow.
So yeah, so tomorrow's the final game. They should be 15 if they lose 15-12 or 16-11, that should get you in the PSAC in the playoffs. That should get you in the playoffs, I would think.
Yeah, I think so.
I know the women are for sure going to be in. I
don't know.
Oh my God, yeah, they're insane. Jesus.
21, yes, the women are 21 and the women are 21-5.
Oh my God.
The last game they beat Slippery Rock 65-44.
Let's go. I hate Slip. Sorry, Slip people. No, I'm not. I hate your school so much.
So did Trevor. So did Trevor.
It's just like when Trevor Harris said his best memory was clapping Slip in football on their homecoming game. Oh my God.
He did say
Walked
that.
into their place and won 35-7 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Trevor's such a dog.
So yeah, so whatever. So I would like to do maybe another show next week if I'm not doing the show with Nathaniel and Gary about soccer. I'll do kind of what's going on with basketball and previewing when they get into the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
What?
So
the women's basketball team played a game against a school called Bryant and Stratton College, and they won 113-41.
Oh my God!
Hey,
my God!
Hey, they have.
Oh my God!
Hey, I heard
113-41.
Hey, I heard their.
Who plays for them? Luka Doncic?
Dude, that's like if Pitt basketball played like North Carolina A&T.
No.
It's like
Listen,
Alabama played the school
no.
for the deaf and blind. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Time out. No, it is like if Pitt played Teal College in basketball.
Yeah, literally. I don't know that Teal would score against Pitt basketball.
Well,
I think Pitt basketball could beat Teal football.
Well, I don't even. Damn it! I don't even know if freaking Pitt would score with how they go. Oh, and we'll get to Pitt at the end of the show, by the way. So all right, hockey, gentlemen, go ahead. I'll let you. Actually, can we hold on? Can we talk about the Pens and the Flyers game the other night? Pulling what's his face, and then he was slamming the door, and then what do you know? The Pens come back and win it. You want to take this
Penguin
out,
being
Alex?
of cry.
Want it just for us to be last in the Metro right now?
Alex, you want to take that one? Because I don't even know.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can even take it because I don't remember the last time I actually sat down and watched a full Pens game. I just can't do it anymore.
That's fair. I can't even. It's tough to watch any Pittsburgh sport right now, honestly.
Yeah, because the Pirates are doing good in spring training, but you know.
Actually, they're 4-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they were 4-2 or 5-2.
Also, if anybody thinks Jack Sawinski's back from what? Back from what? He's never been good. And it's spring training. Kevin Newman batted 600 in spring training one time.
Hey, Kevin Newman. Hey.
Jack Sawinski has clawed his way out of the back rooms for 2 weeks.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know who my Leon Draisaitl is, it's Jack Sawinski. Because guess what? I at least respect CM Punk. So,
you know what's really funny? Before we started talking, before Dom ranted about Draisaitl's contract, I actually kind of rocked with him a little bit. Now I absolutely despise everything about him.
I love him still because of those rants. It makes me
I used to just hate him for the bit, but it is just like Stockholm syndrome at this point. I full on just hate Leon Draisaitl with my entire body and just entire being.
You know who I love though on that team? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Okay, wait. I forget if I got the chance to say this on the show or not, but USA Canada in the championship.
Oh my god.
Or no, sorry. In the game that they played before that, when McDavid scored the breakaway goal.
The round robin. Oh, yeah.
In the round robin? Yeah. I don't remember the last time, if I ever have, seen a player where I can so frequently see a play developing and go, oh yeah, he's going to score here.
Yeah.
Like with McDavid.
Yeah.
As soon as he got that puck and he split the two defenders right down the circles, I was like, yeah, okay, this is a goal. This is definitely a goal.
Speaking of plays like that in that game, it was, I think, the second
championship
goal,
game?
The game winner. No. It was the game winner of that preliminary game. Funnily enough, and I love bringing this up, it was in their own zone. Sidney Crosby mishandled a pass, coughed up the puck to one Dylan Larkin. And as soon as Dylan Larkin picked up that puck, I knew this is going in the back of the net because that's my Captain America. Okay.
And sometimes you just know situation like that. Like situations like that, it's such a quick turnaround. Like it's so hard for a goalie to recover from that and figure out what's happening. Yeah, I thought for a second you were talking about when Austin Matthews absolutely choked in the championship game.
God, I cannot. Dude,
and left McDavid wide open between the circles.
I should have said it on the podcast, but I wasn't on the podcast. I knew we were going to lose that game because the captain of our team is a Maple Leaf. And Maple Leafs play awful in Boston. I just knew it was going to happen. And of course it did. That was awful. Austin Matthews, point merchant. Not actually a good looking player. Imagine calling someone a point merchant.
Dude.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens with the.
Oh, and to get to your point, we totally ignored it. Ned was being a baby, and he shouldn't have done
that. Yeah. But EJ, you're obviously a Red Wings fan. You said they're pissing you off, so go ahead.
Just 2 games recently where they had leads and then coughed them up and went to overtime and lost. And it was just they had a home and away with the Wild. And the first game, they had a 2-goal lead and they cough it up in the last 2 minutes of the game doing a 6-on-5 drill because they pulled their goalie. I mean, you got to get one turnover and put it in an empty net, and that's game. And instead, they give up a goal, go into overtime, and lose because they don't have enough high-quality skaters. And Patrick Kane has reduced himself to a power play and nothing else because he just gets – he'd like controller disconnects sometimes. You'll see the puck go like right by him, and he doesn't exert any effort to get it. And you're like, Patty, what are you doing? And then you also see him on a power play near the circle, and as soon as the puck is anywhere near him, you're like, oh, that's going in the net. So he's a very frustrating player to watch in this late stage of his career, but I do love him. They're playing one of the first, I think it's the first game of the Stadium Series tomorrow.
Might be.
Yeah, they're playing in the shoe against the Columbus Blue Jackets. A little Michigan, Ohio State pairing there. So we'll see how that goes.
I just got to say it. Just got to pull it back one more time just to drive this point home. Austin Matthews left Connor McDavid wide open for the game-winning overtime goal to double team Mitch Marner.
His teammate, who he knows is
his own teammate, who was on the boards.
God damn it.
God, but
it made me so sad. As soon as I saw the puck get in his hand on his stick, I was like, "Oh well, McDavid's the hero." My dad looked at me, and being the Red Wings fan that he is, I love these words. He goes, "Well, at least it wasn't Sid again."
Oh my God. But since we're talking about hockey, I just need to say real quick, let's talk about that trade. Okay.
Please come home, Jake. Please. Please.
Please. Jake, please.
Jake, we need you more than ever. Bunting's out indefinitely.
I've never seen a Tampa Bay Lightning player like him before. He's going to Tampa.
Bunting's out indefinitely.
But
I don't even know what to do. I seriously don't know what to do about the state of this team. Bunting's out indefinitely after an appendectomy. I mean, sure, that's going to take a little while. Probably won't take super long for him to recover from that, but not like it's going to matter. It's not like he's going to save our season.
After getting hit. Getting
hit
in games after something like that. That's tough.
Bunting's out indefinitely. Sid's still Sid, which isn't shocking.
Malkin is not still Malkin.
Malkin is.
The only thing that's still consistent about Malkin is he can barely speak English. I think Zelensky spoke clearer English in the White House today than Malkin ever has.
We can't,
We really want to spice up the show. Let's do some commentary on that today. Let's do some commentary on what happened in the White House today.
Hold on. Let's not get off hockey because I know you guys want to avoid this. Ovechkin on pace in April, going to become the greatest goal scorer of all time.
My mom read something off to me the other day. What was it? Didn't he just become the first player to ever score 200 career points in 3 different decades?
Yes.
Yeah, that's insanity.
And guess what? He would be at 1,000 goals right now, but instead he went through 2 lockouts and that weird-ass COVID season.
Yeah, the lockouts and the COVID season were all really weird.
Yeah, I mean, think about the production that's robbed there.
Because that was what the 2013 lockout was one of them, I think, right?
Yes.
What was the other one? I forget what year the other one was.
I think it was like it wasn't his rookie season, was it? No.
I'm looking it up.
I felt like it was really early in his career.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was 04-05 in the 12-13 season.
Yeah.
04-05 and 2012-2013 seasons were the lockout years.
Yeah.
I did the bands to make her dance because he does that pre-game, and it makes me laugh every time.
But
hey, listen. It was 10 and 8 years between the last 3 lockouts. We're overdue for a lockout right now. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the NHL wants to expand again. I doubt.
Well, maybe, the NHL wants to expand. Maybe we could get another lockout and the Pens could get another number 1 overall draft lottery pick.
Oh my God. I would lose my shit. I would lose my mind, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
Sorry, watching SmackDown.
I'm gonna put on the three Pens Stanley
Bettman
Cup documentary
actually
videos.
Looks great right now. I can't believe that. It makes me so mad.
The Pens have the 3 Stanley Cup documentary videos on their channel. I'm just gonna put them on tonight and cry.
You stole one of those from me, and I will never forgive you.
Yeah, you're damn right.
That makes me cry.
Yeah, you know what? Marian
Right.
Hossa can eat it.
I hate Marian Hossa.
I hope that
I
man
always hate
never
Marian
forgets
Hossa.
that for the rest of his life.
Oh my God. But anyway.
That is one of the funniest circumstances in all of pro sports, though. You make it to a championship game with one team and then lose to another team. And then you go to the other team and lose to the first team in the championship the next year. That is a ridiculous circumstance.
Whoops.
Yeah. But anyway.
The Pens and the Red Wings definitely colluded for that. They definitely colluded on that. They definitely both actually just hated Marian Hossa and just wanted to torture him for 2 straight years.
Anyway, 2 things. Oh, Andrade for who is this? Oh, Jacob Fatu. There we go.
Oh, Jacob Fatu's sick.
But anyway, so 2 things before we go. One, the Pirates, by the looks of it, I believe they are doing a competition for the 5th spot in the rotation, and it is between Johan Oviedo, Bailey Falter, and Bubba Chandler. Now, if it was me, I'd give it to Bubba Chandler. However, all 3 guys are perfectly capable of being that 5th guy. And then if the other 2 lose, you have 2 reliable long relievers if you need them. And then if somebody goes down, you have 2 long relievers that could go into the rotation when somebody goes down. So yeah, I would rather have Chandler, but hey, if the other 2 ball out, the other 2 ball out. So
I really like the idea of Bubba, but Johan was pretty solid last season.
Yeah,
I mean,
but coming off of Tommy
I
John,
liked what I saw from him.
Yeah, but also coming off of Tommy John, though, you do have to be careful, though.
Yeah.
So
last season he didn't play. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's baseball season, and I'm gonna cry.
I just want to, as a Pirates sympathizer, I wouldn't say full-blown Pirates fan, but I am a Pirates sympathizer in that I want them to be good because I live here and I get to watch their games a lot, and I just really like the team as a whole.
Yeah,
I
they have the best ballpark in America.
Really hope that they just have 3 ace starting pitchers in Jones, Skeens, and Keller all season, and they can actually win games. You have no idea how badly I want to see Paul Skeens toss like a 2.3 ERA season with 250 Ks and then go to the playoffs. I just so desperately need that in my life. And if it means we have to sacrifice this Penguin season and the Steelers season to do it,
they're already gone anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm willing to do so. So please, I'm begging the baseball gods, give us some love.
You think I'm going to care about the start of hockey season whatsoever this year if it's Bucktober and we're rolling? Nah. Exactly. And I don't even watch baseball that much, but if it's Bucktober and we're rolling, I do not care about the start of hockey season.
Listen.
Nope. Not in the slightest.
I remember watching that Reds wild card game as a kid.
We need playoffs in PNC Park again. We need it so bad.
Here's the thing. 2 games that I was at last year felt like it was Bucktober. When we beat the Mets 15-2, when we hit 7 home runs and ran out of fireworks, and Andrew McCutchen's return. That felt like the playoffs, and it was awesome.
I got to watch Andrew McCutchen's 2000th hit in person. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was loud as all hell. I imagine the 3 days in the city of Pittsburgh if we hosted a World Series. Oh my goodness.
With Paul
The
Steen
North
on the
Shore
mound
for
open.
3 straight nights hosting that would be electric in the city of
And
Pittsburgh.
then, because what month is the World Series usually? I'm blanking right now.
September.
Yeah.
What?
No, so that's November. What did I say? September?
November. Yeah,
November.
right. I thought it was November. Dude,
That's my bad.
Can you imagine?
What? I was like, what
Can
the
you
hell?
imagine? Like you said, could you imagine 3 days of the North Shore with that?
In November
then
conditions.
To go from November 5 months later to the NFL draft?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
It's a big year. It's a big year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
But
Can the Pens and the Pirates actually both just be good? Dude, could you imagine that? Could you imagine though? Could you imagine World Series in November, draft in April, and then Stanley Cup Finals in June? Come on.
Dude, no, I won't support that.
Could you imagine?
I cannot support that.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. We're not going to get the only thing that we're going to get is the draft. I fully accept it. That's the only good thing we're going to actually get. The Pirates in the World Series is not going to happen, and the Pens in the Cup is not going to happen. But the draft, I can hang on to that one.
Guys, the power of friendship.
Listen. I'm probably gonna be WWE or AEW World Champion by the time we get another Pittsburgh championship.
Listen, all I care about is that I can go to Rivers during the draft and go to the ESPN bet parlor and bet on draft picks while it's happening right down the road.
It won't let you. It makes me so mad.
It's so stupid. I don't even sports bet, but God, that would be so funny.
There are so many jokes you could spit out that. Could you imagine picking like the Laramie Tunsil top 5 pick? And then stuff wings about him, and he just plummets, and you
bet on him to get picked like 3rd overall, and then you look on Twitter and you just see the picture of him with the bong gas mask, and you're like,
no,
he was part of a 5-pick parlay.
Oh my God.
It was 10 for 3K.
Oh my God. Anyway.
You bet the Aaron Rodgers to the 49ers 1st overall, and he's sitting in the green room, and you feel 80 times worse than he does.
Could you imagine if you threw $10 on Jordan Love getting picked in the 1st round by the Packers? Oh my God.
You're swimming. You're rolling in it right now.
You could have ran over to Gutenkunst's house and bought his share of the Packers at that point.
It's perfect. Oh my God.
All right, wait, real quick before we end, I just want to pull it back to the NHL real quick because I looked at the standings and the freaking Winnipeg Jets, man. 42-15-3, 87 points.
They just kind of don't lose. Like it doesn't feel like they're winning a lot of the games that I watch. They just don't lose. You know what I mean?
The only team even remotely close to them is the Caps. 38-13-8 with 84 points. They're only 3 points behind, but still, I mean, Jets looking real comfy to win the President's Cup this year as long as they don't fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
What else in the NHL? The Panthers are only 1 point ahead of the Maple Leafs in the Atlantic, but we all know what happens when playoff time comes around, so it doesn't really matter.
So glad that they did.
What else?
But
Stars are second in the Central. Joe Pavelski's probably just in hell somewhere right now. Probably just wanting to die.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
After all the Western Conference final exits and semifinal exits, probably just sitting on a couch somewhere.
I have a deep love and appreciation for Joe Pavelski.
Me too.
Because he's a Badger. That's the biggest thing for me. It's not only
shout out the Badgers for real.
He never played on my Wings team or anything like that. Although I wanted them to get him at some point. But he's a Wisconsin Badger, and that's why it makes me feel so, because I have that attachment in like football more than anything. You know, even if you play for a team that I don't like, you're still a Badger. It doesn't happen too much in the NHL because there's so many foreign players. So like guys like Cole Caulfield, I just hold on to. Even if you play for the Canadians, I'm like, that's my boy.
But anyway, real quick before we go, Pitt did lose to Notre Dame and Georgia Tech, and they have Louisville, NC State, and Boston College left. Yeah, season's over. They're not making the tournament.
Tough.
Yeah. Tough. I know. And if they do, I will be surprised.
If they make it this year after not making it last year, I swear to God.
Dude, I swear to God too. But yeah, so well, Alex, you'll be reunited with Dom and Shady on Monday. And EJ, I'm sure you'll be on Monday too.
Quite possible.
Shout out to keep an eye out for when me and EJ do a completely unplanned and unapproved by Mike deep dive of Joe Pavelski's career on Tailgate Talks at some point.
Oh my God.
We just host a completely different show called Dissection, and it's 5 episodes.
I'm so down.
Episodes of us dissecting every period of Joe Pavelski's career.
I am so down. No, it's just a straight 5-hour podcast, like just beating out Joe Rogan and everything.
Real quick,
piece of media.
Real quick, EJ, take a step back for a second. There we go. I got a thumbnail pic. For some reason, I cannot get a good thumbnail pic of you every time I look back. So that's what we're gonna do. For every time you're on from now on, I'm just gonna ask you to step back. Yes, like that. Wait. Step back. Do a shocked face. Funny face. Angry face.
Wait. Hold on.
Angry face. What is that? What is that?
You can't see my
stain.
Yeah.
I'm mad. And shout out to this camera angle that's making me look like a big body guy. But anyway,
it's huge.
Anyway, Alex, I'm tired. Send it.
Me too. Beanie toss. Good night, America.